I want to give a shout out to my first member, Kevin, who is enjoying all the tribal perks located down below. Any support is greatly appreciated, and even if you guys don't want to become a member, I hope that you consider subscribing or even liking the video, as it all helps me out in the long run. My Discord is open for anyone to join and is located down in the description below, and that'll be it. Let's get to the video. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Nightmare Craft here on Nyxus Gaming. Why is music at 2%? That's why I haven't heard music for like so long in this series. I don't know why it's been at 2%, but it's fixed now. Sorry, odd little thing just to start the video and realize. We're here in the high society area of the castle after beating the zombie lord last episode, which was very fun and very difficult, and honestly, getting there was such a drag. They're already wanting me to go and fight the Skeleton King next, and I really don't want to go do that right now. So we're gonna do everything in our power to avoid starting that road this episode. I'm gonna kind of just run around and explore this high society area. It looks like a lot of it's closed off because we can't like right click and open anything. I don't see any pressure plates in front of the doors. Seems a lot of these people don't really want us in their houses, I guess. What a shame, right? We'll still, like, look around a little bit. Like, what's this? Like a little garden area for the side of this house? Still can't get into that house. I had a feeling there wouldn't really be a whole lot to do. This is such a deep pool. And I would hide something at the bottom of that pool. In a weird way to put, like, the shallow end of the pool, I guess. I don't know if that's intentional, what they were trying to do. I don't know. But yeah, I didn't expect to be able to do a lot of stuff here because, like, high society area, it just doesn't seem like there would be a lot of stuff to do. I'm assuming that leads up to the king and his castle, which we need to defeat the Skeleton King in order to get an audience with this king, I do believe. And as I said, we aren't going to try and do that this episode. No, I figured today we'd take a step back from adventuring. And I want to head to the marketplace here. We got to trade a shield voucher to the weapon vendor to get a diamond shield. And we got to show Kevin our crimson compass, and that'll give us a map to the Skeleton King. If neither of those spawn like an optional objective, then we're just going to start buying stuff around here that I know we can get. Weapon vendor is actually back here. We don't have access to any of the emerald stuff because we've never been able to get any of the emerald currency or anything that sells for it, but there's quite a bit of stuff around here that we can buy for gold. So I want to kind of go look through all of that. I did do a quick look through before the episode started. And I have an idea of a few things I want to buy. Like that iron battle axe. No. Let's go ahead and get our diamond shield. It comes with mending and unbreaking, which is really nice, actually. Thank you, weaponsmith. We have obtained a diamond shield. Let's just get rid of this iron one. This is our first piece of diamond equipment. Diamond is, of course, locked behind the next currency. Or until we get a mining cake. And we can't buy a mining cake from Kevin over here. Or Kennedy. That's who I was thinking. Kevin's the other guy. Yeah, so Kennedy sells all these cakes and stuff. And of course, we can't buy anything from Emerald, Diamond, or Netherite. But other than that, like, Kennedy doesn't sell any freaking mining cakes. So I guess we got to get those through the story. While I'm here, I'm going to sell... Wait. Oh, it took from that stack. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sell a little bit more of that. That way we just keep the full stack on us. And I'm thinking, no, I don't really want to buy that. I want to do this first just in case, because the game's going to be giving us more cakes, obviously. And I don't want to just go buying them willy-nilly, I don't think. But let's see. Where do I give you... Do I just right-click you with the crimson compass?
Skeleton King, eh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, you're going to want a rowboat to get to him.
A rowboat? Oh, we're going across the ocean.
I'd say be careful. But you killed the zombie lord.
I did. I did kill the zombie lord.
So I think you're probably good. At least, I hope so.
I'm probably not. I'm gonna die.
Crazy old Captain Marty sells rowboats.
Okay, Captain Marty.
You could swim the way there. You could go talk to him. Your call, really.
Okay. Thanks, Kevin. Always a pleasure.
Here's a map of the oasis, north of town. It's on top of the highest mountain.
Okay. Obtain the oasis map. North of town to the highest mountain. Why? Okay. That's kind of weird that it's sending me to a mountain, to an oasis, which usually means desert, north of town. But, like, I need a rowboat for it. I was looking at this shop earlier before the episode.
Yo ho ho.
Hi there.
Ahoy there, bucko. You got some doubloons for me?
I got gold coins. I was hoping for a boat.
Huh, a boat? Well done, scallywag. What you be needing it for?
To go kill the Skeleton King. To slay him. What's so funny? I killed the zombie lord, you know. I killed the zombie lord. It's not a joke. Don't laugh at me.
You know, might be a bit soon for jokes like that. But I do love a good laugh, just the same.
I wasn't joking, man.
Shiver me timbers. The sea dog is serious.
Yeah, I am serious. Give
Tell
me
you what, old salt.
the rowboat.
You show me a diamond shield.
I'm literally
I'll give
holding
you a
one.
rowboat.
Look at what I'm holding, man.
It'll take you all the way to the base of the icy mountains, where the Skeleton King
Okay, he lives in the icy
Well,
mountains.
you gotta prove to me that you can deal with his attacks
I mean,
before
look at what I'm holding, man.
Otherwise, be off with you making jokes like that.
Alright, so I've made the advancement prove yourself. Show Captain Marty your diamond shield.
Well, blow me down, bucko. You're not just a young lad, but I sure hope you won't be feeding the fishes come sunup tomorrow. Here's your galley as promised. Best of luck to you. Well now, off with you. Don't be getting all sentimental on me. Don't want to get attached. Now, go on. Get.
Alright, so as I said, I was saying, this is like a weird thing to me because I was looking at his shop. Can I not actually go into his shop now? Do I have to, like, leave and then... Because he has a shop. I know he does. Captain Marty. I can't get into his shop now. Okay. But I was looking at it earlier, and he sold boats that should be craftable with just planks, but they costed emerald, which we don't have emerald coins yet. So I was very confused. So I don't know, maybe they made it to where you can't just craft boats in this. Or maybe this is some kind of special boat. I don't know. I can't place it down in here, and that would probably waste it anyway. But the boat seems to be something different. Now, let's start spending our money. I think I am going to go ahead and buy this first Magneto Spear cake. Thank you, Kennedy. So I guess this lets us pick up items from a little bit further away. So if I throw that and get way far away from it, we'll see when we pick it up. I mean, I still had to get pretty much right on top of it to pick it up, which doesn't seem good. That seems like it did absolutely nothing. Well then, perhaps that was a waste. Oh well, let's see. There were a couple of things I wanted to buy here. I don't know if they'll be important at all, but we can buy them. We can buy the recipe for the citrine power core. That's only 100 coins. And we can also buy the one for the amethyst power core. So I figured I'd buy that as well. We got new recipes in our recipe book. I don't know what they would be under or what they would even look like, if I'm being honest. This blue dye. Let's see, it's showing all right now. And doesn't this only show stuff that we can actually craft right now? What if we right-click the book for this? Maybe we can't do it here because we can't right-click anything here in the city. But we have those now for when we want to use them. The other stuff I wanted to buy, I think it was you. Yeah, spawners. This is going to be good. We can get pig, sheep, cow, and chicken spawners. 1k each. Which is honestly pretty cheap. I'll throw these in my farm back at home. And I think the whole idea, what we want to eventually build up for, is we want to take those spawners, and this stuff is all very expensive, but we want to get an auto cooker for these spawners, because it says you can place an animal spawner inside to gather the cooked meat, and it should automatically cook it. So the idea is we want to get these next, put those spawners in there, and then we want to get an overflow hopper, I think, which is basically like a pipe, and we want to funnel it into the auto crafter here, and we want to make divine dishes from it, and then we want to funnel that into a divine dish ATM. But that's going to be super expensive to do. Like, combine 4 of these, 60k, that's going to be over 200k just for all of these. And that also doesn't account for the crops either. I didn't see a way to automatically do the crops, sadly. But what I do know we can buy for that is if we come over here to the botanicals, we could buy a bunch of magic fertilizer and fertilize our crops. We'll still have to harvest it on our own. But basically, it can't get trampled. Seeds planted don't need to be replanted when harvested, and they'll grow twice as fast and always yield maximum. So I'm kind of wishing I knew exactly how big our crop farms were, because I can't remember, but we're going to need enough fertilizer to get all of that. Other than that, the only other stuff I can think to do is remax out our ammo and remax out our potions. I would think our potions are going to be a bit more important, and I think they're going to be a little bit more pricey as well. Like, we can get the 4 shield potions, but the healing potions, we need quite a bit of those. So 2, 3, 4. There we go. Those are maxed out. We still actually have 25k. We can buy Thor potions, but we need emerald coins for that, so that's a bust. That is definitely a bust. I'm trying to think. Was there literally anything else that I wanted to buy? I feel like maybe you had something. Oh, yeah. I wanted to buy a shulker box, because that'll be super useful so we don't just fill up our inventory again on our way to the Skeleton King, because that was our main issue getting to the Zombie Lord. We just completely filled up our inventory. In fact, I'm tempted to buy a second one, if I'm being honest. And I will. So now our inventory should not fill up anymore. Other than that, I don't think there's anything. We can buy blocks of redstone for emerald coins. That seems like a rip. Yeah. Let's go ahead and max out our ammo. I was looking through the guns and stuff here too, but sadly we can't buy any more guns, because they take emerald coins. Like, we can't upgrade our Glock or anything. Like, if we go in pistol, we got the Glock. Oh, I was thinking about getting all the mods for it. That might be fun. I don't know how these work, though. Let's see. Red dot. Do I just, like, drag this onto the Glock? No? Maybe if I have it in my inventory? No? Do I, like, craft it in like that? I have no idea how this works. I don't know how to use these. Yeah, I don't know. But I think the shotgun that we have has some mods too. It has 1. I'd have to get rid of something in my inventory. Have some eggs while I take that. I don't know, eventually we'll figure out how to put on these weapon mods, and they might come in handy. They don't increase our damage or anything. I believe they are only just scopes, so nothing super special there. And I wanted to fill up my ammo. I completely forgot about that being the main reason I came in here. Ammunition is on the 3rd floor. Hey, man. Let's see. I need 1,000 pistol ammo and like 200 shotgun ammo. That's really not a lot. Let's see. Not enough inventory space. God damn it. Can I get the Zombie Lord map back? Actually can't. I like to keep my maps. I don't need the Iron Shield anymore, I guess. Okay, ammunition, pistol, boom, boom. We got like a little left over. Let's just throw that out. We don't need it. As long as we're maxed out, I don't think we need extra. And 250 will do there. Again, a little bit extra, but that maxes out our 2 ammos there. He also has stuff like a grappling hook, sounds fun, but that's emerald. He has traps, emerald, arrows, but I don't use a bow. Fire and ice arrows, they might be cool, but I don't use a bow. I could get bombs, but I'm good. I think we actually have some of these mineshaft things at home. I don't know how they work. We might play around with those when we get back. But I mean, with the rest of our money, I think the play is to buy magical fertilizer and try and fertilize all of our crops with it so we get the maximum yield for them. And maybe we might just grind out divine dishes to get the autocraft stuff. I don't know. Like, that's an idea. There's also, like, at the very bottom here, you can get a gold money sapling, which I'm assuming gives you gold superfruit, which you then sell for 10k a piece. But that costs 1,000,000 gold, and that's a lot. So I'm not going to do that. And we have other crops, like I don't have pumpkin, melon, bamboo, cactus, or sugarcane growing at my place. I feel like I don't really need it, so I'm not going to buy those. I think the play is to buy 64 magic fertilizer. And unfortunately, I can't use my shulker box here because I can't put anything down, so we're just kind of full on inventory. I don't need all that lapis. Let's buy a 2nd stack of this. And that should be enough to fertilize all our stuff. Let's go home. Oh, am I there? There we go. I'm there. Okay, so we got a lot of stuff to kind of thumb through with our money now. I think first off, let's see if we can read this now. No, I still can't read this. I don't know how it works. Throw that maybe without the shield? No? No. I don't know the recipe. It was supposed to tell me a recipe. Putting it in there does nothing. Oh, that might be it. It wasn't showing it to me because I wasn't in a workbench, because it doesn't show 3x3 things. Yeah, there we go. Citrine power core. Takes citrine and a block of redstone. It can smelt around 1,000 items. God damn. Okay. That's actually pretty good. And what was the other one? We got the amethyst one. I'm assuming that's going to be the same. A block of redstone surrounded by amethyst. Yeah. Yeah, and it can smelt around 2,000 items. And that's pretty good, just to pop one of those in the furnace, and I might never need to use another one again. Or I could just sell the amethyst instead. But we got those recipes, so we can play around with them whenever we want. I don't think I'll ever need this golden ticket, so we'll store that away. Put that map to the Zombie Lord with our other maps. What else do we got? Let's, real quick, place down this shulker box. What would we want to store in here? How do I use these? We got to figure out how to use, let's see, NMC Guns Glock. Let me look up how to use these mods. Look up how to use the mod that lets you use the mods. Okay, so I could not find anything online, so I went looking through the game, and when you hover over it, it says open attachment configuration with I. I'm assuming you gotta have it in your hand to do so. Press I. And now we get this. So I'm assuming that top one is for a scope. The bottom one is for a silencer. Yeah, I can't put the scope up there. So we got a ×2 scope and a red dot. I feel like the red dot's going to be better than having a ×2 scope on this. I mean, yes, I don't like how it slows you down. Because, correct me if I'm wrong. Oh no, it slows you down when you do that anyway. I don't know, I just feel like the red dot is going to be a lot better for this. Where? Oh, I see it. It's like the little red cross there. It also doesn't really help unless you're aiming like this. But, I mean, I feel like that's pretty good. I'm going to put the scopes, the leftover stuff in there. And we can also... Can I do this even with my shield? Yeah. We can also put the red dot on our shotgun. Oh, that's much better. That's kind of the red dot I prefer, honestly. I like that. All right. Okay, let's put that diamond shield back on. We don't have any other things. Ooh, we got the bed mover. Let's go finally move our bed. In fact, I want to keep the bed down in the mine because we do spend a good bit of time down in the mine. So we're going to move the attic bed down here. It's been a while since we've gone up in the attic or anywhere upstairs. This place is just too big to use all of it. We only need the first floor, honestly. But the second bed should be right up here. So I guess I just right-click this. Oh, okay. And it uses the bed mover. It does indeed use the bed mover, so it's a good thing we didn't use it before. But now we should be able to take this and finally sleep in our main room where we have all of our other stuff. Finally, right? And you know I'm not going to keep this open because I know there weren't any enemies up there. Come on, mouse. Scroll. Scroll. There we go. I know there weren't any enemies up there, but I don't want to risk any coming down. All right, we'll put the bed like right here next to the armor stand. Set our respawn point there. How nice. Finally, we can sleep here in the room. All right, what else do we got to play around with? Let's, I want to throw anything else in here. I mean, not really. I feel like it was kind of a waste to get 2 of these, but hey, it's fine. Pop those like up there. Up to the oasis. Let's go ahead and put down our spawners, shall we? That sounds like a good thing to do next. Let's head out to our farms here. How big are these so I can get an idea? Fuck. That's why we need the new fertilizer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're 7 by 7. So each plot is 49. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 times 2, which is 8. 8 times 49 is definitely more than 2 stacks. We can't do all of these with magic fertilizer, but we can do quite a bit. Let's find our animals first. We got the chickens over here. We're just going to plop this chicken spawner right here in the middle. We have an infinite supply of chickens now. Hell yeah. Alright, we'll head up this way. What was on this side? I think cows were on this side. Yeah, cows were in here. I want them to kind of all just stay inside in this actual barn area. So we're going to stick the cow spawner inside here. Easy. And over here we got sheeps. Same thing with them. Just stick the sheep spawner inside. Now, the one sad thing is all of these are pretty close together. So all of their mob counts are going to start affecting each other. Because you can only have like a certain amount of mobs, and the spawners can only do so much work when there's so many other mobs around them. So it's going to be a little bit difficult for them to actually do stuff. We'll just put the pig one here in this. This is kind of a cramped area for them, but it's I guess the best spot. I don't know. All right, and we'll take our magic fertilizer next. How does this work? Do I just right-click? I probably gotta actually harvest the stuff first and then right-click the soil, right? Yeah, okay. So we'll do a harvest of all of this. And then we'll fertilize. The good thing is once we fertilize it once, we really shouldn't ever have to fertilize it again, though, because the crops will never have to be replanted. And I think that's how it works, yeah. Could be wrong, though. Could be absolutely wrong. We'll see. I feel like this is a good thing to invest with. And then we replant the seeds. It's getting to be nighttime, so we don't want to be out here too much longer. Whoops, close that. That was spooky. I heard like something running around me. And I was very, very spooked by it. Yeah, let's head inside and sleep real quick. I don't want to deal with that. And hey, we can sleep in our new room here. All right. Also, it's 48 fertilizer per plot because the middle is just water, so that helps a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. I'm gonna need to retill that one bit. I think I got a hoe hiding around somewhere inside. Inventory's filling up with these right now. Let's go grab our hoe. Should be, I think I might have a couple of them. I don't know. It's a tool I don't use a lot, so I just kind of keep it stored away. Yeah, there we go. Alright, back out here. Don't want to fall down on it because that'll break it. Does it have to be hydrated for me to put that on? I think it does, so we gotta wait for that to hydrate, at least. So it's looking like 3 stacks of fertilizer would get me 4 plots done if I'm doing the math right. So 3 stacks. So I need to buy 4 more stacks of this to do all of these. Alternatively, I probably don't need to do the other side here, but it might come in handy. But I really probably don't need to because all the 4 main crops are over here. Maybe I could get like melons or sugarcane or something and convert this side to that. Maybe. But I don't know if that would be worth it either. I think that pretty much deals with everything we bought. I might make a run over to the castle one more time and buy... Do I want to buy 1 more stack to finish this, or do I want to buy 4 more stacks to do that side? I should have money to get both sides, so I think I'm going to run over and buy 4 more stacks of the fertilizer. Just real quick, and I'll probably cut back to right here. And we are back home. I got all the magic fertilizer we should need. So let's go ahead and start using it, shall we? Did we get this? I don't think we got this side. Oh, we never even... Right. We didn't replant... I don't know why we didn't replant the carrots, but let's do that now. These could have been growing while we were gone. I was gone for like 30 minutes at least in-game because I had to wait for the stupid teleport home timer to come back. We're good now. That's all planted. This really doesn't seem to be planting. All that. What the fuck? 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 apparently birds like carrots. I'm assuming it was attracted to me because I was holding the carrot. That's a bit of an odd one, but okay. I need to store away a lot of this crap because we got so much of it. I have a food chest here, right? A food chest? Yeah, food chest. Good enough. All this wheat as well. There's quite a lot of stuff in there. We'll store the Thor potions away too. Got a ton of different potions. Okay, I also wanted to check. Good, we do still have a bunch of these. I have an idea of what to do with those that we'll hit up after we do our farm stuff out here. By the time I was done buying all the fertilizer, I have like 7,000 gold left. I figured if I had enough, I might have bought one of those auto cooker smelter things or whatever. And we could have thrown the animal spawners in there, but didn't quite have enough to do that, sadly. It is what it is. But with the 6,000, I was looking around in the marketplace, and I decided to pop into the enchanted books shop. And of course, all the level 2 books cost emeralds. But there's a way we can get the level 2 books anyway. And what? How do we? Oh, that's bread. Idiot. So yeah, we got all the books we needed before for free. Even though we already bought them. So we have copies of all the books. And if you know how enchanted books work in Minecraft, all we're going to have to do now is just combine the books we bought onto our weapon that has the level 1 enchantment already, and it should automatically become a level 2 book or enchantment. It's going to take some levels, but conveniently for us, if you look in the top left there, we kind of just killed the zombie lord. So levels are not of short supply to us right now. We are level 48. And I feel like that's going to be more than enough to combine all these books. And we'll have damage 2. We probably won't need stuff like Unbreaking 2. But we'll have like a bunch of upgraded effects. Like Protection 2 is going to be pretty good to have on all the armor. Unbreaking 2, Looting 2, Damage 2. That's going to be pretty good for our Iron Sword. I don't know what all books we have, but we can start throwing those back on our weapons, thankfully. Where is... I'm looking for these. These beetroot seeds, and we'll plant all these here. I don't know why it's freezing up and lagging a little bit. While I was waiting for my home teleport to refresh, I was looking through the menu and I was messing with waypoints and some of the controls. One of the things I noticed is the reason our magnetosphere wasn't working was because we had to cycle it on like this. So if you pay attention, this is when it's set to none, where it was before. We got to get like pretty dang close to pick it up, but if we turn it on and we throw that, well, now we picked up all that, so our inventory's full. Hold on. And that, oh god damn it, now I'm not going to be able to. Oh, you see it's pulling towards me. I don't need that. There we go. But you see the effect now that we actually have it turned on. It is pulling stuff towards us much better, so that was a probably good thing. It seems to pull stuff to us even when our inventory's full, which is, you know, that might be part of what's lagging me out a little bit, just the constant teleporting and pulling of items like that. So I'm going to turn that off. Doesn't seem like the best thing to have on right now. Let's go store away this beetroot before we harvest more into our good old food chest here. It's honestly overfilling. Let's see, potatoes. We have more carrots. Our food chest is full. Let's get these potions out of here. Any other, like, actual food stuff? No, but we'll take these as well. Arrows should not be in there. We'll take those Thor potions back out. I think we'll put potions in this chest, I guess. Water bottles on that side. Water breathing. Slowness. Slow falling. slowness, invisibility, and our Thor potions there. That should save us some room here. Also, just for now, throw that wood in there. I probably need to take this wood with me. Because if I remember right, we were having issues using some of the crimson wood to actually make stuff. So we need regular wood for that. Yep, go ahead and pick that up. Alright, let's harvest this. Get our magic fertilizer down here. I did buy enough to do all of the plots. Because, you know, might as well. We'll always be able to get a ton of this stuff now. Whatever farming items we need. Let's put all this down. I mean, we're basically at a point here where it wouldn't take too much effort to really farm some divine dishes. It would just take a lot of effort to actually to farm them to a degree to get the stuff we need, is what I'm thinking. Because, like, minimum, in order to cook all the food, we're gonna need 60,000, and I don't think we've ever held 60,000, and one divine dish sells for like 70. So it's gonna still take quite a bit of grinding to do that, and that's not something I really want to do. So I'm gonna avoid that for now. Oh, damn it, I landed on it. I didn't want to, but I knew I was going to. Looks like I landed on this one at some point as well. Alright, get all this up. Place down some more of this magic fertilizer. I did not want to place you down, sir. I did not at all. Let's pop you and place down more of you. Right, it needs to be hydrated before we can place it down. So now I'm just waiting on that one piece there. It's the one piece. The one piece is real. Man, I actually really want to get back into One Piece. I am an avid One Piece fan. And I've watched most of the entire anime. I stopped watching in the middle of Wano, like right before all the cool stuff with Luffy fighting Kaido, and spoiler alert, the big major transformation Luffy had. Without getting into it too much, I stopped like right before that because I was tired of watching weekly releases. And I haven't picked it up since, and they're getting into so much good stuff with the anime now. I need to pick it back up. I want to be there for when Luffy finds the One Piece. Random little nerd out session there, but yes, I'm a big One Piece fan. I actually recently started getting into the One Piece trading card game too. I've been picking up a lot of the starter sets. I'm not one of those types that's gonna like scalp and get all the cards and sell them for outrageous prices. No, I just want to collect them, you know? I don't want to buy them for outrageous prices, but if I can get my hands on a lot of them, I just think they're neat, as Marge Simpson would say. God, why is it taking forever for this One Piece to fertilize here? Would it help if I uncovered the water? I don't think that does anything. Maybe we'll come back to that. We'll come back to it after we do this side here. In fact, I actually need to go empty my inventory once again. We're getting so much food from harvesting this. We won't need to do another food harvest for a long time. Let's see. All the carrots, beetroot, potatoes. Save one potato to replant in that one spot. We got tons of other beetroot. We got lapis. Store the lapis there. And the arrows can go in there, I guess. Slowly start managing our inventory. We also got all this iron that it had us make before going to fight the zombie lord, and we didn't need any of it. It just made us get 64 iron for really no reason at all. But hey, we got iron if we ever need it, I guess. Alright, let's harvest the carrots, and we'll get some fertilizer down on that. And then we just got the wheat to the left of this one. We're like one fertilizer over right now because we can't do that one spot. I hate it. Oh, ran out of that stack. Yep. This is the last stack. It should last long enough to get that last plot and this last piece. Is it ready yet? Is this last one ready? No. Why is it taking forever to fucking hydrate, dude? How hard is it to hydrate a plot? I swear, if I get through all the wheat and it still isn't hydrated, I might be a little upset. I even did a whole One Piece nerd rant on it before it hydrated. Like, come on, dude. Was that not good enough for you? Is it because it was One Piece? Are you a hater? What if I ranted about Naruto, or Dragon Ball, or Bleach, or Hunter x Hunter, Pokemon, or Black Clover, or any other anime that I've actually watched, like, all the way through? I'm such an anime nerd. I'm such a nerd. Alright, let's do the wheat. I'm curious, like, this is supposed to, this magical fertilizer is supposed to give us, like, the maximum yield for our crops too. So I'm curious if that'll affect how the actual wheat grows, because I think when it grows taller, it gives us more, but I'm really not sure. That might just be like a rant. Fuck, why am I doing this? I didn't put down the fertilizer. Gotta put down the fertilizer before we plant, because it won't let us put the fertilizer down on already planted crops. We're gonna have one left for that one spot there. One left over there. Don't worry, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you after I get these seeds planted, and you better be ready. I don't want to have to pause the recording just to wait on one fucking piece of farmland to hydrate. I really don't. It would be so dumb. So, are you ready? Oh my fucking god. It's really gonna make me wait on it. You know what? I'm just gonna try and remember to do that towards the end of the episode, or maybe after the episode. I'll probably completely forget, but that's what I'm gonna do. Let's try and store as much of this away as we can. Not enough. Where did that bread go? Yeah, we can take all this bread out. We can take all that out. We just have so much crap in here. So much stuff, and we don't even really need it all. Like, do we need an apple? I can't even eat this. I was going to try and eat it just to get rid of it, but I can't. Do we really need, like, a second crop chest? I'm sure it wouldn't be a big deal if we just cooked most of this, but... Or not. Because it's way too much to cook, and we honestly don't have that much coal to do all that. So for now, I'm going to keep it in my inventory until we figure out what to do with it. On to the next bit of business. Let's pull out some of these. Sadly, we can't do anything with the mending books because we can't get mending 2. But, like, we could get the prot 2 and the unbreaking 2 on our stuff. So let's pull off our armor. Where'd my shoes go? Did I just throw my shoes? I did. Why am I like this? I also threw a book. Why am I like this? Can I get the shoes? I can. Okay. And we got this anvil. I think it would be better to put stuff on the sword. But we don't have a damage book to put on it. We just have the unbreaking. And unbreaking is low priority. So honestly, it would be better to go ahead... What do you mean? Prot 1. Prot 1. What do you mean? I hate this game. You're telling me I can't even use those? I would probably have to make new armor. Wait. Wait, I know what it is. I think I know what it is. We still have to spend lapis to do this, don't we? Hold on. I think we might still have to spend lapis to do this. Keyword, I think. But I don't know. No, I guess we don't? What if we do it here? We do that. We do protection. We do that. It says 1. It says 1, but... Acquired 15. Oh, the bookshelves. That's right. We never got the bookshelves. Right. We never figured out. We never got sugarcane. Did we plant some, like, outside? I somewhat remember that. Man, we're really gonna need to go back to the fucking, back to the city. Just to get fucking sugarcane. I feel like we actually do need sugarcane because it would be so much easier to do this. I don't know why we can't combine the books on the anvil, but it seems like we can do it here. Like, we have the slots for it. We can throw that in. And how much lapis was it wanting to do this? Let's get an idea, because we might need to buy more lapis. I'm assuming that means I just need 1 lapis to combine that. So we should have plenty of lapis to do that. We just need the sugarcane to do it. So I think that means the plan is simple. We're going to plant this fucking potato that we don't even have anymore. God damn it. No, don't worry. I got this. I got this. I think this is a fully grown potato, is it not? Oh my god, 10 of it, and it did automatically replant it. Oh my god, it works. We're just going to take that and plant it there. There we go. I don't need that. I don't need the seeds either. I don't need any of this. We have so much. The plan is simple. I am going to cut here again, head to the castle once again, and use my remaining 7,000 gold to possibly buy a lot of sugarcane. I don't know where I'm going to put it, if I'm being honest. I feel like it should go out with the crops over here still. But we really don't have, like, any water. Wait a second. Have I had sugarcane here the entire fucking time? My guy. I have had sugarcane over here in the chicken pen this entire time. Why am I like this? I could have been doing this the entire time. Well then, I'm an idiot, as I always am. I'm gonna replant all of this, and we'll get, like, a whole bunch of sugarcane growing around this pond. And we'll use that to fund our bookshelves. God, there's so many chicken eggs. I cannot make it through here without picking more up. Yeah. Let's break down some of this stuff around. And we'll, I don't want to wait for that to happen this episode, but I do kind of want to put those enchantments on. I feel like we're just kind of doing miscellaneous stuff this episode anyway to put off going to the Skeleton King. For good reason, though. Good reason. No one wants to go there. So yeah, I think the best thing we can do, honestly, is forget about all that and try these Grave Robber TNTs. While those grow. I don't know how these work. I'm pretty sure I tried to use them before, but they didn't work. It says they explode a mine shaft? Yeah, they explode a mine shaft. So they don't right click. I just ended up placing down another one. I mean, that looks like I need to connect something to it. But perhaps I only need to make a lever for it, maybe? Maybe it's redstone activated? I'm gonna do some experimenting because I don't know how these work. It says explodes a mine shaft. Also, like, if that's not I have more of this stuff here I never picked up. My god, dude. Let's make a lever. That would be a stick. A stick. A stick. Can I make sticks out of this? God, I have too much crap. I have too much stuff in my inventory right now, dude. I don't want that in there. know what? That's the whole reason I got these shulker boxes, isn't it? I never put the magic fertilizer down on that potato. I'm just having a travesty of a time right now. Okay? Leave me alone. Give me that potato. There. Now that's done. Shulker box. We're gonna shove all this extra food and stuff in here for now, so it's not taking up more inventory. Okay, and we'll take that back. Let's make a lever now that our inventory is clear and our mind is at ease from it, hopefully. Stone, and crimson planks. I should be able to make a stick out of this. There's a lever. Let's go play with some grave robber TNT. My other worry about this is the way it's facing, like those yellow and black bits that you see on it. It might fire something out of it. Like, it might not go downwards like I think it will. It might just go straight that way. Oh my god. Okay. So it did just blow up like a big shaft that way. Where did I put that? Right here. So it did a 5 by 5 area in front of it. Is there another one coming up? There is. See ya. Well then. Feel like that was a little bit of a waste doing it there then. But I also feel like we should match it on the other side, should we not? I don't know what that first explosion was, or if I should be worried. Why are there so many of these guys coming up here? Get out of here. And then, is it messing? No, that's where I was kind of digging downwards. Yeah, so these are kind of wasted now, but I'm just gonna go ahead and throw the last one here. I should have used them a lot further down. But at least we know how they work now. Right? At least we know how they work. Do I see, like, any ore that dropped? I see experience down there. I see clay balls. I suppose I should go down and check and see if any actual ore dropped. Did it destroy stuff down here too? I think it might have. And it's been so long since I've been down here mining stuff. I left this place an absolute mess. I know, so I suppose you should definitely use that further down. We got some flint there. That seems like the best we got, other than all the clay. Oh well, now we know for future use if we ever want to pick those up, you know. Let's dig our staircase back up, because it seems to be ruined. Just a little bit. Get this gravel back out. Just do that and climb back up. At least now with that staircase ruined, things shouldn't be able to climb up at us, ideally. I really don't need these extra blocks. Why do I have stone bricks on me? Oh, because that part got destroyed. You know, that I will actually repair. I'm just going to cover that bit up. And why do I still have some? Why do I have 16? Where did this 16 come from? Was it here? I think it might have been here. No? I mean, there's still 2. I don't know where it came from. So we'll just kind of, we'll do that. Is there more that dropped? Oh yeah, there's at least one more that dropped. I don't know where it all went, though. That's fine. We'll just leave it like that. Our mine shaft is a little bit messy right now. I don't care. Let's go check on this sugarcane. and try and grab more of it. It's getting kind of late at night. Oh well. Let's see. None of it has grown. Hell yeah. I don't know what else to do. I wanted to do the enchantment stuff, but we need bookshelves for that. And for bookshelves, we need to wait on the sugarcane. I mean, I have time, IRL right now, to wait on the sugarcane. So I could just do another pause here and wait on it. Seeing as I have no idea what else to do, I guess I might as well. Let's clean up our inventory a little bit after all that. We got so much clay here. I'll throw that lapis. We'll actually need that when we do the book stuff, so keep that. Where do I keep, like, monster drops? I think I keep those in here. We don't have the room for it. We got more arrows to throw in there. Let's see, unbreaking, we'll take that. Another prot. And those are just 4 mending books that we won't be able to use. Sort this out a little bit. How do I want to do this? I want to grab those oak woods there. Because those, yeah, I'll be crafting with those as I leave. I got a bow I don't need or want. Throw that away. Let's see. Boom. Gonna fix my stuff here. We don't need this hoe anymore. Throw that back. Because we kind of moved around like a lot of it when we were fighting the zombie lord. I wanted a clean inventory for it. Keep our 2 guns there. We'll line the books up here because we're about to use them. The lapis there. The map to the oasis can go in the hotbar because we will use that eventually. As for this stuff, we don't need the divine dishes right now. Or the shield potions, ideally. Boom, and get rid of those. Sure, I think that'll work for now, because we'll use all this, and that'll leave all this, and then we have the shulker boxes as well. I don't want to keep all this food in the shulker box, though. I want it empty for when I do, like, leave, you know? I don't want to get rid of this stuff, but I don't need it, you know? I'm stingy, so I'm just going to throw it all in there and start messing up my chests again, I guess. And put that back there, and that back there. Alright, so yeah, I guess I'm going to pause here again, and do I see it? Is that... Oh my god. The spiders are getting close to my home now. I didn't realize they could spawn outside my home at nighttime. I thought they were unique to that area. That's kind of terrifying. And I can't sleep because there are monsters nearby. It looks like there might be one right outside my window. Well, I'm going to pause here and wait for sugarcane, and then we might be able to do our enchanting at the end of this. And then, honestly, after that, I can't think of any other reason to avoid going to the Skeleton King right now. So, we'll probably do that next time. But for now, let's wait on sugarcane. Alright, there should be enough sugarcane here. By my math, we need 2 full stacks of sugarcane and 7 more after that. And we have 1 extra. Also, it took literally forever to actually watch this grow and collect it all. And they're getting so many eggs because that spawner has been continuously spawning more and more chickens. There it goes. It just did another one. So we have an endless supply of chickens. But anyways, this sugarcane was taking way too long to grow, so don't mind the fact that I have 11 gold. Now, I may have made a run to the castle and just spent the rest of our gold on sugarcane. Oh my god, it sounds so quiet now away from the chicken clucking. That was so loud in there, you don't even realize it until you leave. Anyways... I also killed some cows to get the remaining leather that we need to do this, because we need leather for books. There's the leather. We got the wood, so we should... Wood might be the thing we're missing out on, maybe, because I didn't see how much wood we actually needed. We'll see. That should be all the paper we need, and then we stack that again. And I think books, actually, they need to be vertical like that, and there we go. That is 45 books. And then for 15 bookcases, this definitely isn't going to be enough, I don't think. Oh, yeah, look at that. We are literally 2 planks short of our last one. Do we have any other wood? We have one. Actually, hold on. I wonder. I was about to go out and mine a tree and get some wood. We're going to have to anyway. We're going to want wood before we leave for the Skeleton King. But I think for now, hopefully that'll be sufficient just to grab that one piece of crimson wood. Hopefully it'll work, and it does. There we go. All right, we got our 15 bookcases. And let's see, the way I usually set this up is we want 5 on each side, so I'll do like this little design here. And now we have 15 bookshelves. The moment of truth. This is what we've been trying to do. Let's throw our chess piece in. We'll throw the lapis in. And we'll throw protection in. And it still doesn't even work like that. So the thing we've been trying to do doesn't even work. But hey, at least we have this, right? I don't understand the point of this now. Why did we need to do this? What can I do anything with this? If the game's just gonna keep giving me armor and stuff that I can't even enchant, are my enchanted books gonna be useless for this entire game? They very well could be, I guess. Oh well, I think that is enough wasted time for this episode. I guess next time I can't really put it off any longer. We'll be going after the Skeleton King once and for all. Hopefully it doesn't take 3 episodes just to get to, like the Zombie Lord, but that will be our goal next time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.